Morning, everybody.
Hi, I'm Brad Pitt. I got involved with the film because I was having early discussions with Tony about playing actually a much bigger role in the film. And to be honest, I really didn't quite get it. In retrospect, to me, the film is kind of like a young guy's wet dream. You know, he gets the drugs, he gets the girl, he pulls off the heist, and off into the sunset. I didn't get that at the time. I took it much too literally. And all I could see was that this guy on this romp, he gets his dad killed, and then they make no mention of it afterwards. And it bothered me. I just took it too literally. And of course, seeing it, I think it's fantastic. It's actually one of my favorites. But also, I just finished California, and it felt like a similar vein. And so I didn't think I was the right guy for it. I wasn't the guy. But I liked Tony so much. I had such laughs with him. I wanted to do something in it. And so reading through it, this one guy stuck out to me. He was a very small character, but because he opened his mouth, everyone else gets killed in the end. And I figure if you're going to make a film like, that's going to go down this road, well, that's kind of interesting to me because of his indiscretion, because he shows all his cards. He gets everyone else in trouble. So that was kind of interesting. So I talked to Tony. I said, no, not for me, or I'm not the guy, but I would like this little guy, and I'll go do this. And I don't think anyone was in the film at that time. I had no idea they were going to load it with James Gandolfini and Gary Oldman and Dennis Hopper and Walken and on and so forth. And I was really fortunate to kind of walk into that. And then as it got close to shooting time, we were getting my part off in 2 days. And a couple days before I was supposed to be on set, I called Tony up and I asked him if I could make him a stoner. The idea behind making him a stoner is because he was always in one location. And I figure if he's sitting in the same spot, well, he's got to be a stoner. And I called him up and said, "Can we do this?" He said, "Yeah." And I said, "Can we keep him on the couch in every scene?" And he said, "Yeah." And then when I got to set, there was the bong. And the bong actually came from a climbing partner of Tony's. I think the bong's name is Russell. And I've heard that they sell them in head shops now. You condescend me, man. I'll fucking kill you, man. That's just about being a tough guy in your own mind, but they're really acting on it. Yeah, man, I'm positive.
Yeah, well, Floyd, let me just tell you, if we get lost, that's your ass. Hey, Floyd, why don't you get out of my beer, right, and get a fucking job?
Yeah, that's all ad-lib by Rappaport. And we hit it off instantly, and we started, while they were setting the lights, just started riffing as characters, where I was the pain-in-the-ass roommate who always trashed the place and never helped out, in a sense. And we just kind of ran with that, and that became the flavor in any of this stuff.
What? Serious?
No.
She said that?
What'd she say? Come on.
Yo, Captain.
This hat, I actually found it in Venice, in the street. Like a couple of weeks before, it had been run over a few thousand times. And I threw it in the wash, and we used it for the flick.
I got the part.
That's great.
It's wonderful. They didn't even want a callback.
That's great.
It's so cool. Way to go. I got a 7 o'clock call.
That's great. All right, come on. Let's go. I want to hear all about it in the car, though, okay? Come on.
Hey, Clarence.
What?
Nothing. Forget it.
Beautiful music. Little homage to Badlands.
Hey, get some beer and some cleaning products.
This buddy I had, he was worthless, and he always wanted me to buy I always had to pay for all the shit, and then he would act like he was going to help out. He'd tell me to pick up things, but he would, of course, he was never there. Okay, so it's the last one. This is the last little segment, and here Tony says, "All right, you can pick up the bong." So, and the rest is the rest.
Oh, man.
And the idea that this guy was so stoned that he actually just decided guns was really cool. My take on this one was that, like he was on a game show or something. He had to get all the answers right.
Yes, I do.
Oh, where?
At the Beverly Ambassador.
Where's that?
Well, you go. No. Yeah, go down.
Anyway, we got to make this whole little this character kind of on the spot with what Rappaport was riffing on, and the whole stoner aspect. And it was just a great time, literally in and out in 2 days, and that was it. And it's actually one of my favorite things I've been a part of.